Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're going to explore a very interesting piece, the 2001 Australian $2 coin in fine condition. If you enjoy discovering hidden value in everyday coins, or you're curious about what your collection might be worth, then this video is definitely for you. Let's take a closer look at the history, condition, composition, collector demand, and most importantly, the current market value of this coin. The Australian $2 coin is part of the decimal currency system introduced in decimalisation in Australia. This was a significant change when Australia moved away from the old pound system to the modern dollar system. However, here's something very important to understand. The $2 coin was officially withdrawn from circulation in 1982. That means coins like the 2001 Australian $2 are not actually regular circulation coins. If you come across a 2001 Australian $2 coin, it usually means it was issued as part of a collector set by the Royal Australian Mint. Now, when we talk about fine condition, we mean the coin shows some signs of wear but still retains clear details. The design elements, such as the frill-necked lizard, are visible, although not as sharp as in uncirculated coins. Fine condition coins are quite respectable in the collector world because they still preserve history while being more accessible. The Australian $2 coin has a very distinctive appearance. It features the famous frill-necked lizard on one side, a design that reflects Australia's unique wildlife. On the other side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which appears on many Australian coins. In terms of composition, the coin is made of bronze. This gives it that rich brown color and a solid, classic feel that many collectors truly appreciate. The coin weighs, making it small but quite sturdy. Even though it is no longer used in everyday transactions, its design and material make it a timeless piece of Australian currency history. Now let's talk about collector demand, which is one of the most exciting parts. Coins like the 2001 Australian $2 are not extremely common because they were not released for general circulation. Instead, they were mainly included in mint sets. Collectors are always interested in coins that have a story, and this one definitely does. The fact that it comes after the official withdrawal of the denomination makes it even more appealing. People who collect Australian decimal coins often look for complete date sets, and that's where this coin becomes valuable. Demand can also increase if the coin is well preserved. Even in fine condition, there is still interest, especially among beginner collectors who want affordable yet meaningful additions to their collections. Now the question everyone is waiting for, what is the current market value? A 2001 Australian $2 coin in fine condition typically has a modest value, but it is still worth more than its face value, especially because it is no longer in circulation. In today's market, such a coin may be valued around $148,000 to $175,000 Australian dollars, depending on its exact condition and buyer interest. If the coin were in uncirculated or mint condition, the value could be higher, especially if it comes with original packaging from a mint set. But even in fine condition, it holds collectible value and is a great entry point for new collectors. If you are thinking about collecting coins like this, the most important thing is to take good care of them. Always store your coins in a dry place, and preferably in protective holders to avoid scratches and corrosion. It's also a good idea to learn about grading, because the condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. Even small improvements in condition can make a noticeable difference in price. Try to collect coins with a story or unique background, just like this 2001 Australian $2 coin. These kinds of coins are not only valuable, but also enjoyable to talk about and share with others. So, to wrap it all up, the 2001 Australian $2 coin in fine condition may not make you rich overnight, but it carries historical significance, collector interest, and a charm that makes it truly special. Coin collecting is not just about value, it's about history, passion, and the excitement of discovery. Every coin has a story, and this one is a great example of how even small pieces of currency can hold lasting importance. Next up, today, we're taking a close look at a small but charming piece of Australian history, the 2005 Australian $2 coin in very fine condition. You might think a 2-cent coin is just pocket change, but this little coin has a story and a value that could surprise you. So, sit back as we explore its history, composition, collector appeal, current market value, and even some tips for anyone looking to start or grow their coin collection. Let's start with the history. The Australian $2 coin was first introduced in 1966 alongside other decimal coins as part of the country's switch from the old pound system to decimal currency. The 2-cent coin carried the image of a frilled neck lizard, a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife, beautifully designed by Stuart Devlin, who was responsible for designing all Australian decimal coins at the time. The 2005 Australian $2 coin is particularly interesting because it comes from one of the later years before the coin was officially withdrawn from circulation in 1992, although some were still minted for collector sets. Finding a 2005 coin in very fine condition is exciting for collectors because it has survived the years without the usual wear and tear, keeping the details of the lizard crisp and clear. Now, let's talk about the coin itself, its size, weight, and composition. The Australian $2 coin is small and made primarily from bronze, which is an alloy of copper, tin, and a little bit of zinc. It has a diameter of and weighs just over 6 grams. Despite its small size, the coin has a solid, durable feel that has helped it withstand decades of circulation. Coins in very fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, show most of the original design details without significant scratches or damage, making them appealing to collectors and enthusiasts alike. Collector demand plays a huge role in determining a coin's value, and the 2005 Australian $2 coin has its own charm. While it's not as rare as some older coins, its limited mintage and the fact that very few remain in top condition make it an interesting addition to any collection. Coin collectors often seek coins like this for their historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and as part of completing a full set of Australian decimal coins. Those with very fine or uncirculated condition coins are particularly desirable because they showcase the original craftsmanship of the coin without much wear. So, what is the current market value of a 2005 Australian $2 coin in very fine condition? As of today, collectors and online marketplaces often list these coins for around $1.30, $0 to $1.50, $0 depending on the condition and seller. While it may seem modest, the value is steadily maintained due to its collectible nature and the fact that it's no longer in active circulation. Coins in even better condition, such as uncirculated examples, can fetch slightly higher prices, especially if they are part of a complete mint set or have been well preserved over the years. For those of you who are collectors or thinking about starting a collection, here are a few tips. First, always store your coins properly. Avoid touching them with bare hands. Oils from the skin can dull the surface over time. Use protective holders or coin capsules to keep your coins in very fine condition. Second, research before you buy. Knowing the history, minting numbers, and typical market values will help you make smarter purchases. Lastly, don't underestimate the joy of collecting. Even small coins like the 2-cent piece tell a story, connect you with history, and can become a point of pride in your collection. In conclusion, the 2005 Australian $2 coin may seem small and simple, but it's a wonderful piece of history. Its very fine condition makes it desirable to collectors. Its composition and design tell a story of Australia's heritage, and its current market value offers a realistic entry point for anyone starting their coin collection. So whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just discovering the joy of coins, the 2-cent coin is a tiny treasure with a lot to offer. Next up, today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of Australian numismatic history, the 2010 Australian $2 coin. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin holds an interesting story, a unique design, and even a surprising value in today's market. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore everything you need to know about this little piece of Australian history. The 2-cent coin has been an important part of Australia's decimal currency system since its introduction in 1966. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the coin features a graceful depiction of a frill-necked lizard on the reverse side, which has become an iconic symbol for collectors. The 2010 issue stands out because it was part of the last few years this denomination was minted, as the 1 and 2 cent coins were officially withdrawn from circulation in 1992, making any post-withdrawal mintings highly collectible. When we talk about coins in fine condition, we're referring to pieces that show some light wear, but maintain all the original details of the lizard, the lettering, and the date. These coins are especially prized because they have survived over a decade with minimal damage, keeping their historical charm intact. The 2010 Australian $2 coin is made primarily of copper, giving it that classic reddish-brown hue that collectors love. It has a diameter of its round shape and smooth edge make it easy to handle, and despite its small size, it carries the rich legacy of Australian minting expertise. Every detail, from the frill-necked lizard to the clean date stamp, reflects the high-quality craftsmanship of the Royal Australian Mint. For collectors, understanding the metal composition is key because it can affect both the coin's durability and market value. Even though the $2 coin is no longer in general circulation, the 2010 minting has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Its scarcity, coupled with the fact that only a limited number of coins remain in fine condition, makes it highly sought after. Many collectors are drawn to this coin because it represents the tail end of an era in Australian currency, and owning a piece like this is almost like holding a small fragment of history in your hands. Auctions and collector forums often show a steady demand, particularly for coins with minimal wear and attractive coloring. So, what is the current market value of a 2010 Australian $2 coin in fine condition? As of today, collectors are typically willing to pay anywhere from $1,075,000 to $240,000 Australian dollars for a coin in fine condition, though coins with slightly better preservation or eye appeal can fetch higher amounts. While this might not seem like a huge sum, remember that value in coin collecting isn't just about the price today, it's also about rarity, historical significance, and the joy of adding a unique piece to your collection. For those of you looking to collect 2-cent coins or enhance your existing collection, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always handle coins with clean hands or gloves to preserve their natural finish. Store them in acid-free holders or coin flips to prevent oxidation and scratches. When purchasing, pay attention to the coin's condition, any unique minting marks, and provenance. Finally, keep an eye on the market trends. Coins that are in fine or better condition often appreciate in value over time, especially if demand continues to grow among collectors. In conclusion, the 2010 Australian $2 coin is more than just a small copper piece. It's a piece of history, a collectible treasure, and a reminder of the beautiful craftsmanship of Australian coinage. Whether you're starting your collection or adding to an existing one, this coin offers a wonderful opportunity to own something both historically significant and visually appealing. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the world of coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming numismatic adventures. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Next up, today, we have a very special coin to explore, the 2012 Australian $2 Remembrance Day coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a casual hobbyist, or just curious about coins with rich history, this coin has a story that's truly worth sharing. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's dive into the fascinating world of this small but meaningful piece of history. The 2012 Australian $2 Remembrance Day coin was issued to honor the bravery and sacrifice of Australian soldiers, a tribute that resonates deeply with the nation's heritage. What makes this coin so remarkable is not just its symbolic design, but also the care with which it has been preserved. Today, we're focusing on a coin in rust-brown tone and in fine condition, a beautiful example of numismatic history. Even in this state, the coin still tells a story that spans decades and generations, connecting us with Australia's past. Now, let's talk about the coin's physical characteristics. The Australian $2 coin, including this special Remembrance Day edition, is made primarily of a copper aluminium nickel alloy. It's round, sturdy, and has a smooth rim that feels just right in your hand. The design features classic Australian iconography alongside elements that specifically commemorate Remembrance Day, making it stand out among regular circulation coins. Its unique coloration, often described as rust brown for coins of this age and exposure, adds character and authenticity that many collectors appreciate. Collector demand for this coin has been steady over the years. Coins that honor national events, like Remembrance Day, carry a special significance and tend to attract enthusiasts who are looking to preserve a piece of history. Even a coin in fine condition, showing some wear but still retaining its design details, is highly valued by collectors who understand its symbolic and historical importance. The coin's story, combined with its limited release, ensures that it continues to capture attention among numismatists and history lovers alike. If you're curious about the current market value, a 2012 Australian $2 Remembrance Day coin in rust brown and fine condition typically sells in the range of $2,000, $30,000 to $2,000, $50,000, depending on the collector's market, online platforms, and local demand. While it's not a coin that breaks the bank, it's a meaningful investment for someone looking to start or expand their collection, especially if you are drawn to coins with a commemorative background. For those of you looking to collect or preserve coins like this, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always handle your coins with care, ideally using gloves to avoid fingerprints and oils that can damage the surface. Keep your coins in a protective holder or capsule to maintain their condition over time. Additionally, stay informed about the coin market and look out for opportunities to acquire coins from reputable sellers, auctions, or coin shows. Collecting is not just about acquiring items. It's about cherishing history, preserving memories, and enjoying the stories behind each piece. In conclusion, the 2012 Australian $2 Remembrance Day coin is much more than just a piece of metal. It's a tribute to courage, a connection to history, and a valuable addition to any collection. Even a coin in fine condition tells a story, holds sentimental value, and can serve as a lasting reminder of Australia's respect for those who served their country. Whether you're just starting your coin journey or adding to an existing collection, this coin is a wonderful example of how numismatics can combine history, art, and personal meaning in one small round package. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed exploring this coin's story and value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a journey into the fascinating world of coins. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep celebrating history in every coin you hold.